I, like most of you, are a real estate agent. And I, like most of you, have heard that there has been a bill passed by our Congress and signed by our president this past week that makes all kinds of financial relief available to the citizenry. And I was much surprised to hear that I would be getting a check for $1,200, and my wife would be getting a check for $1,200. And if we had children living with us, we would get an additional check for $500 per each child, up to 2 children, giving us the potential of $3,400. I've also heard that this would be available to us and would come automatically as a result of our filing an income tax return last year. And if we had direct deposit, it would just be direct deposited into our checking account. If not, we would receive a check within 3 weeks. That was good news to me, because I don't foresee me making any money in the real estate business, even though I have some 20 listings, everything from a trailer park at over $2 million to multiple lots that for development, and some construction that is under construction if we can get it moving. My phone hasn't been ringing, so I don't foresee making any money. So then my eyes lit up again when I saw that there was a provision in this new relief package for unemployment available to independent contractors and commission and sole proprietors. I fall into all of those categories as a real estate agent. I have bills that I have to continue to pay. Every month I pay for my Supra lockbox fee, not a big bill. I pay every quarter, or I believe it is, for my National Association of Realtors dues. I pay my MLS dues. I monthly pay a fee to my broker, so I have incurring fees. But again, this led me to believe I'm going to be eligible for unemployment insurance. So I, on behalf of myself and you, have done some research. The first thing that I noticed was the email I got from the National Association of Realtors that went on to say that self-employed individuals, independent contractors, and other individuals who are unable to work are going to be eligible for unemployment insurance. They do not specifically in their description say that you, as a real estate agent, we, our lawyers, have checked this out and you are eligible. What instead they say that it is going to be on a state-by-state basis. Now, if you would like a copy or a link to this letter from the National Association of Realtors, because I think if you go and make a application like I am going to, you're going to want to be able to use this as some sort of doctrine that says I am eligible, because the person who's going to determine whether you're eligible or not is going to be an employee of the state. So you need as much evidence on your side as possible. At least that's the way I'm going at. Then I went on to look for a legal interpretation of the Relief Act, and I found that, and it goes into very laborious detail of what exactly is covered, and with references to if you fill this and paragraph B7, and it goes into some great detail. And again, if you would like a copy of this or a link to it, go to bestofusagents.com and you will sign up for my newsletter, and as a part of my newsletter, you will get a copy of this. You'll also get some documents about how I run my business, whether it be a letter that I send out that says, are you puzzled why your home isn't selling, or my 2020 plan for selling luxury homes. You'll get all that as well, but this you'll get immediately, and I send it out through Constant Contact. So quite often, if you register, it will be sent. It may show up in your spam folder. So I would encourage you to check your spam folder if you sign up for this, because I will send it and it will come. So my interpretation, and let me give some qualifications to my interpretation. I'm a retired financial advisor. I ran one of the largest financial planning firms within the American Express system for a number of years, and basically sold it in 2005 and got in real estate because I needed something to do in retirement. But my interpretation of this is, yes, you are going to qualify for unemployment insurance. And what that is going to do is you're probably going to have to give your most recent tax return, and they will take your annual income, because you don't get a weekly salary. They will take your annual income and divide it by 52. So if you made $52,000 last year, and you divide that by 52, they're going to say your weekly income was $1,000 a week. Then, based on your state determines what percentage of that weekly income they will pay you under their rules. In Alabama, I believe then, from the research I've done, that then I will qualify for unemployment insurance for 10 weeks. Now, in addition to what Alabama will pay me, the federal Relief Act has said they will pay an additional $600 on top of that. So let's again say that Alabama says they will pay me 50% of my weekly earnings, and my weekly earnings was $1,000. Well, they'd pay me $500, but then the government would throw in another $600, so I would get $1,100 a week in unemployment insurance. That's how I interpret this. I don't want you to say, Kerry said, because this is my interpretation. And I put this out there because no one else is giving us an interpretation. So if you then decide, like me, I need to apply, you're not going to go to the unemployment office. You're going to have to go online. In my case, I go to Alabama Unemployment. And I go to a website, and I did that, and this is Saturday, and the website says that you can apply online. If I remember the dates right, the times right, it's from something like 5 o'clock Sunday evening through 5 o'clock Friday evening. So I'm not eligible or allowed to apply at this time. Do I think I will get an immediate response? No, I do not. Do I think I will get an immediate approval? No, I do not. I believe I'll have to fight for this. I believe I'll have to put the facts in front of them. I'll have to verify that I'm paying the National Association of Realtors, the MLS, my broker, that I have expenses. Now, if you are a team and you have rent that you have to pay, and maybe you offer health insurance, there is another part of the act where you can get loans, and you can go to your bank and you can put forth your information, and you can say, these are ongoing expenses that I have, and I want to take out a loan to cover them for the next year. And under the rules, again, as I read them, it basically says that you will get a loan based on the amount of money that you're going to need to spend, and it will be forgiven if you maintain business for 3 years. So, and that also goes into if you are continuing to pay your employees even though they're not working. So, again, if this applies to you, go to bestofusagents.com, sign up, and I'll send you through an autoresponder that you need to check your spam folder if you don't get it immediately. That'll give you the details of how this works. Again, why am I doing this? I'm doing it for myself. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to explore it. Because of my background, I'm comfortable in these areas. I'm comfortable reading legal documents and interpreting, and then I'm comfortable building my case. So I will continue to update you through bestofusagents.com of my progress and how I'm doing. I'll continue to put out videos on my progress and how I'm doing. So if you want to keep up with that, subscribe to my channel. Right down below, punch subscribe, and then ring the bell. There's a bell there. Tap that, and that will notify you then every time I put out a new video. Some of them won't be pertinent to what you're interested in because I do a lot about investing as well. But you need to stay on top of this. This is an opportunity. Our world is about to change. No, it has changed. There is going to be, in the books of records, before the virus and after the virus. Your business is going to change. I've done videos about how you got to get into the video business because virtual tours is in the future. I'm going to do a video. I just read a statement by Rich Barton, who is the CEO of Zillow, and what he's doing to keep Zillow alive and his projections of what's going to happen to Zillow. I'll say it right here. They're going to be bought by Amazon.com, and you're going to be competing with Amazon Prime within 3 years. But that's the kind of stuff I put out. If you're interested, subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up helps my algorithm with YouTube and puts me in front of more people. So that's where I'm at. I think this is a win. So let's go after it.